Hi everybody, today, like much of the internet, I want to talk about Emma Watson's boobs. Not because they're fantastic, which they happen to be, but because they're the cause of a lot of controversy. So Emma is on a press tour right now for Beauty and the Beast and made a stop at Vanity Fair to discuss her work as a female rights advocate, of course, talk about the movie, and to take a couple of images. And now one of those images is the source of this discussion. She is topless, wearing a crocheted top that covers her nipples but leaves a lot else out. For example, her side boob and her under boob. Now, a few things are happening in this image. Number one, it's new boobs, and we know new boobs never get old for some crazy reason. On top of that, they're new celebrity boobs, and to boot, it's new celebrity feminist boobs. So as a result, this image had us asking two massive questions. Number one, is Emma Watson a hypocrite? And number two, can you be both a feminist and a sexually explicit icon? Emma Watson, Gloria Steinem, and a viral Huffington Post article all responded back to the second question with a resounding yes. Yes, you absolutely can. The Huffington Post article actually inspired a very cool hashtag called What Feminists Wear. And the answer to that, of course, is whatever the they want to wear. But further to that, all three of those things went on to cite something very important, not about what feminists wear, but intrinsically what a feminist is. Feminism is not about defining the right way of experiencing womanhood, but giving someone the freedom to make that decision for themselves. You can be in a bikini and say no to sexual harassment. You can be a successful career woman and a devout mother at the same time. Like every other creature on this planet, you are allowed to exist in the duality, the paradox, and the awesome contradictions that life has to offer. That is what feminism is. So I think we can all agree on that front and give a resounding round of applause to that chain of responses. But what really bothers me is that Gloria, the Huffington Post, and yes, even Emma, all ignored the first question. Is Emma Watson a hypocrite? And to that, I think the answer is also a resounding yes. Discussing Beyonce, Emma Watson once said, "I felt her message felt very conflicted in the sense that on one hand, she is putting herself in a category of feminist, you know, this very strong woman, and she has that beautiful speech in one of her songs. But then the camera, it felt very male. Such a male voyeuristic experience of her." You have zero idea why someone chose to use a sexual image as a form of self-expression or for self-promotion. So you have no right to criticize that position. And second to that, you should never attack their right to embrace the word feminism. And you made that mistake a few years ago, and it's okay to own up to that. Going back to our right to be contradictions, Emma, you also have the right to be wrong. And now pointing the finger at the women who once sided with you years ago when you made that comment against Beyonce as being the problem is not going to bring us any closer to the solution. You have to stand up and say, hey, this is a mindset that I once embraced and championed, and now that I'm on the receiving end of that, I understand how wrong it is, how anti-feminist it is. But if you are unwilling to take ownership and admit that you are wrong, how can you expect to inspire others to do the same today? Now, hindsight is 2020, and life is not about keeping a perfect score, so take the L. So that's my take on Boobgate, and now I go to you guys in the comments section below. Number one, do you guys think that Emma Watson's comments about female sexual expression are hypocritical in light of what she said in the past? And number two, do you believe you can be both a suffragette and sexy? Write in below, and I will see you guys next time.